and welcome to another episode of Chapter 9. I'm Christina Galvin, joined by the lovely Rachel Polanski, and we have Kate Thornton joining us today.
Hello.
She is back because she could not resist talking about Hockey Romance Night.
It's one of my favorites.
It's a collaboration that 3 bookstores, Lit Actually, help me out here, Rachel.
That's what she read.
That's what she read. And then there's one more bookstore. It's blanking my mind. Do you remember? It's in Cazenovia. We get to it in the interview.
Yeah,
anyway,
we'll get to it. We'll get to it in a moment.
We had the most amazing time talking to the CEO of the Syracuse Crunch and the owner of Lit Actually, big 2 components that made the Hockey Romance a reality for this Saturday at the upcoming Syracuse Crunch game. It was actually Kate that brought the idea to us that they wanted to do something with it. And Kate, you're a little bit of a Hockey Romance fan yourself, right?
I mean, I don't hate it. I've read
She dabbles.
dabble in the genre a little bit here and there.
It's fun. It's fun.
It is
I never
fun.
even knew that genre existed, but you know what? If people write about it, it's there.
Totally. And that's what we were saying before. I was like, I've never actually read a hockey romance, but
Ooh.
after all this, I have to get icebreakers.
Spice on the ice.
On my Goodreads.
Ooh,
Spice on the
icebreakers.
ice.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right, let's get right into it. So we have Jim Sorosi with The Crunch and Kelly Van from Lit Actually talking all things Hockey Romance Night.
Okay, we are so excited for this one. What's better than romance books and hockey, Rach?
You tell me. We have the experts here.
We have the perfect opportunity to. We want to welcome in Jim and Kelly. Jim and Kelly have been preparing for Hockey Romance Night at the Syracuse Crunch. Jim, as COO of the Syracuse Crunch, how excited are you to be able to have this opportunity?
Oh, it's incredible to think of this night. It has so many different layers, and they've all been so wonderful. The planning has been so much fun. It does not seem like work doing this. The conversations in the office has been phenomenal. Every time I bring it up to a different group, whether it's a classroom that we're talking to up at SU, our players themselves, the smiles that we're getting, it's doing what we want. It's creating conversation.
And we have Kelly Van here from Lit Actually. Kelly, you've just been hitting the ground running with your bookstore. How exciting has it been to be able to team up with Jim to make this night happen?
Yeah, this has been really exciting. It's kind of a dream come true and a little bit surreal. A group of folks had an idea and we really ran with it, and it fits right in line with the romance genre that we have going at Lit Actually. And so it's been a great partnership. It's been really fun along the way. And like Jim said, the conversations and sharing notes over some of the books that we're reading it's been really fun.
Awesome. So what can people expect if they come out for Hockey Romance Night?
Do you want to?
Sure, I'll jump in. So we're taking one of our areas, it's called our Memorial Hall area. We're going to turn that into a hockey romance book fair. We're going to have 3 local bookshops there, as well as Edgy Pages will be there to help design. And then the headliners there, we're going to have 2 hockey romance authors, best-selling authors, coming into town. They'll be there with both their books as well as opportunities for autographs.
That is so cool. And you brought some props. Tell us what you have here.
So we have a book by Chelsea Corto and Rebecca Jensak. These are the 2 authors that are coming in. I'm very excited to meet them. They'll be doing the puck drop. And I want to point out one of the VIP, and we've been doing this for a while. This is our 32nd year in Syracuse in the American Hockey League. We came out with a little VIP package that it sold out in about 20 minutes. And it's unbelievable that time frame to do that. And that just included the opportunity to watch a period or 2 of hockey with these authors. So it's checking every box that what we wanted to do. This is, I don't want to say it's an emerging category, and Kelly can talk more on that. It's kind of an emerged category. It's out there. Yeah. I can't walk into a bookstore without seeing not 1 but 2 shelves filled with hockey romance books, and it was kind of cool. And for us, we wanted to get folks that may enjoy that genre of literature but has not experienced live hockey, and try to marry it up with that. And then we're doing post-game photos with our players on the ice as well too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
Well, it seems like you guys have an awesome local tie-in. Ink and Paper, of course, Lit Actually, and that's what she read. Just kind of talk about how it's been an awesome local collaboration to be able to make this happen.
Yeah, so I'll take that if you don't mind.
Well, I was trying under the table. I was pointing out, it's your turn.
The bookish community of Central New York is really strong, and not just from the reader's perspective and the shoppers, But the other bookstores and book-related businesses like Edgy Pages, the Friends of the Central Library, Onondaga County Libraries, there's a desire for this community, and I've been saying that from day one about my shop in particular. But there's a camaraderie, there is a desire to be out there in the community, and we all have something to offer that's a little bit different. And so I think that's where the goodness comes in, is bringing everyone together, doing these things as a partnership and a collaboration versus finding competition. And you see that come through in the response that we've had for Hockey Romance Night. I mean, the VIP sold out so fast. I was at a shopping event last night in Baldwinsville for the store, and the number of people who already have their tickets and are coming and, coming into the hockey space that they haven't been familiar with, but they've loved reading the hockey romance novels. It's broadening the fan base for the hockey team, I think, as well.
It is so fun. And by the way, I just love that graphic. It is such a good graphic done there. Okay, so you were saying before, Kelly, that some people were kind of confused. They're like, do I need to be in a couple to come to this? Do I have to come? Like, anybody can come to this. You can be a hockey romance fan or not. Like, maybe this will make you become a hockey romance fan. Singles, couples, it's for everyone.
Yeah, so I kind of tongue-in-cheek was saying early on, this is like what Taylor Swift did for the NFL and bringing women audiences to the game, get a glimpse of her. And I feel like this is a reason for the female demographic to really explore something new. They can come with their spouses or their kids, and they can do a little book shopping and meet and greet the authors and get a special experience while also watching the game and maybe finding some new fandom there.
So fun. And then just to put you on the spot, Jim, we heard you yourself have read a hockey romance or two. Tell us more.
Yes, it was very eye-opening, and it was enjoyable. We joke quite a bit. My Goodreads is on fire. It's all like John Adams, all these management books, and right there in the middle is Hannah Grace's Icebreaker. I read every page.
He started on the real far X-rated side versus, dipping his toe in. He just dove right in.
Yeah, so Anastasia, but a lot of the younger staff, they pick on me a little bit for it, but it was an enjoyable read. And just to kind of amplify what Kelly was saying there too, it's we're trying to expose new people to this beautiful game of hockey that we all love, this infectious game. We want people to see it live. And what better way are folks that are loving this genre to bring them out?
Listen, all I'm going to say is that you bring the ice, and Kelly and all the rest of the bookstores are bringing the heat. So.
Yes.
Well said. I like it. Yes.
That should go on a koozie.
To further put you on the spot, you said to have Kelly pick a page in the book, and you would read a line or two.
Okay.
Which page was that again?
Okay. I don't know. You pick the page number.
Give me a second to,
Okay, my heart's going a little bit now.
Here we go. Sorry, you can proofread it before we read it. Don't worry.
This one is a little...
Are we okay?
There's some insinuation.
Okay, where do you want me to start here?
Start right
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read from Chelsea Corto's Hat Trick, one of the authors that are coming.
Beautiful.
Clear the throat.
I groan when I finish my last set of bridges on the treatment table. What's a bridge? Right, anyway, an hour of Lexi's rigorous exercises and my whole body is screaming at me. Okay. All right. We'll come. There'll be much more at the game that night. You started with I groan.
I know. That was the
Okay.
point.
Rachel, if that's
my
not a
God.
tease, I don't know what.
Yeah, where do we go from there? I got nothing.
I guess you'll have to go to the game to find out.
That's right. Yeah. To be continued.
For more gym readings, attend the hockey night.
That was page 73 if you want to continue when you're there.
I love it, but that's like the perfect embodiment of the fun that you can have while going out there,
sure.
and we just love that you guys are thinking outside the box and into the books, and like, what can you ask for better? And for all the husbands and boyfriends and dads, they'll be sitting in the bleachers.
Yeah,
Or
but
maybe
now
maybe they'll see what Jim has and maybe
Yes, I'll
start,
give them the confidence to read one. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Send them to
they
your
were
Yes.
reviews for your review.
Exactly. Yes.
But how about that? Now all the women are going to be asking the husbands and boyfriends, let's go to the Crunch game.
Yeah,
Let's go to the game.
Exactly.
And
that's
there it
the
is.
point. Yep.
Yes.
You guys picked a perfect time too, right around the holidays. People are kind of getting these things in mind, and it just might spark a love for multiple hobbies at once.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
awesome.
So well read. Reading obviously goes without saying is so important.
Yeah, and it's been just booming. It's just been booming. But I think that we covered pretty much anything you guys would want us to know about Hockey Romance Night that we haven't covered.
Tickets still remain.
Okay.
SyracuseCrunch.com, or call our office. And I'll give the number. It's an easy one, 473-4444. Lots of fours.
And
All right.
there's promo codes from each of the participating bookshops and Edgy Pages. So on social media, we've been doing a lot of promotion. So if you pick up one of those promo codes, it gets you half off the general admission ticket.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Hockey Romance Night, market, Saturday. Can't miss it.
Perfect. Thank you both for your time. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was so cool to be able to talk to them, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know. I just think it's such a cool idea, and the fact that books are just booming right now, and that even like sports wants to get into it. I tried to get my fiance on board, and he's like, "All right, well, I'll go to the game." Well, you know, well, I'll be, you know.
Yeah. My husband. Well, my husband plays hockey too, so he would be the same. He'd be like, I just want to go for the game. I'd be like, okay, you watch the hockey.
I'll be
go
roaming
for the other
around,
stuff.
seeing
Yeah.
the books, and it sounds like there's going to be a lot more than just book offerings too, which is I think is so cool. As you guys know, I'm a little busy that Saturday. That is
Yeah.
my wedding day, but I really hope that they do more of those in the future because it just sounds so awesome, so
Yeah.
awesome.
Totally.
A book that we picked, what ironically appropriate, I guess, based on the cover, but if you end up reading it, you'll know it's far from it. The Perfect Marriage by
Yeah.
Geneva Rose. And guess we'll kind of go around. I'll start with Kate, if you don't mind me putting you on the spot, what your rating was for the book.
I'll give it like a 3.75, 3.75 stars.
Okay.
I actually listened to this all in one day. I was in like deep clean laundry mode last Sunday, and I put it on. I had to get it on Audible because it wasn't available on Libby on time, and I think I listened to it at like 1.35 speed. I was able to get through it in 6.5 hours, and like I got 3 kids, so I had a lot of laundry and I had all day to listen to it, which is great. It was a really easy read. I didn't find my mind really wandering a whole lot. Like sometimes, with thrillers, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, shoot, oh now I got to listen to that. It was good. It held my attention the whole time. I was very curious of what was happening next, trying to piecemeal things in my mind, what could be coming and all. I enjoyed it. Yeah, there were a couple little things I was like, okay, but like, I enjoyed it. Was it my favorite book of all time? No, but I enjoyed it. It was a quick, easy read. A-okay in my book.
That is a fair assessment.
Agreed.
Rach, your turn.
So first of all, I like that it was kind of like our palate cleanser. We've had a few really tough reads recently, and just like very in depth. And this was not that. This was like our fun. Before Chrissy gets married, let's do this fun thriller, anything but perfect marriage book. So I think it achieved that. It was a fun read. It was easy read. It, like Kate said, it kept my attention as well. There was just I feel like some plot holes and just I don't know, Chrissy and I talked about this a little bit. It just felt like there was a lot, it almost leaned a little YA at points.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the twist at the end, which was a good twist, it kind of felt like they just were grasping at straws. Like, how are we going to end this thing? How are we going to tie this all up? I didn't love it. So, but I will say it hooked me from the beginning. So at the beginning, I was thinking I would probably give it a 4, but then by the end, I think I'm down to a 3.
See, that's exactly what I gave it. I wanted to give it a 4 the longest time, and then you get to the end, and I think the best way to describe it is I thought that it kind of fell apart. But I will say I think all three of us can agree, if you're looking for something to hook you in and just you to start getting that reading bug again, it was a great way to start picking that up. Verity was that for me, and I understand why people don't love Colleen Hoover Verity stuff, but that's what Geneva Rose reminds me a lot of, where you either love her or hate her, or you find those moments where you're hooked in by her, and at the end I was like, what? But when we come back, we'll get over all those what moments. What? Give us a couple minutes. Welcome back. So we are discussing.
I love that music.
Yeah, right?
know.
It gets us every time.
Bopping.
Yeah. Shout out to our production manager, Scotty.
Yeah.
Perfect Marriage, Geneva Rose. We are not live. Sorry about that. Still working out the kinks here.
Yeah,
One day maybe we'll be live, but not yet.
not quite there.
We are talking about Geneva Rose's The Perfect Marriage.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think, after reading the whole book, of the title itself? Because I think it's supposed to be anything but The Perfect Marriage. But
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, appropriate.
I think it works out pretty well.
And I liked the cover.
Yeah, I was say just take a look
Yeah,
at the
all of
cover.
it.
It's
Yeah.
so good, and what do you guys think of the tease on the front? Because I was wondering if his mistress is dead, his wife is his only hope. Like I wasn't sure if I liked it because, it almost give a little bit away.
Yeah.
But it did intrigue me. It
Yeah.
hooks me in because you kind of start off knowing. I mean, we're all biased, but he's a you know what? You start out that way, but you have mistress, and we're like, oh, I'm not gonna like this guy. Okay,
Right.
And a good question is, it almost seems like there's no one in the book that you are rooting for.
No, and they try to get you to kind of get on his side a little bit, but then wait, he goes ahead and kisses the private investigator. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, have you not learned anything?
There's not a
And it's
single
like,
character.
okay, no, he really is a PO, you know what?
Yeah.
So it's like, no, okay,
And
done with you.
Even before we knew about Sarah, I didn't like her either.
No.
She didn't.
Yeah,
She
same.
still didn't give off likable energy. The only time I sympathized is when she had to interact with her mother-in-law
True.
because she was terrible.
Yeah, the
Oh,
only
yeah.
person I feel like you sort of like maybe is maybe or you feel for is maybe Anne, kind of. But
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
even
don't
then,
know.
they made her character so pathetic.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
even she was just meek and just so eager pleasing and a yes woman.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true,
like,
too.
Come on,
I don't
grow a
think there was
backbone, woman.
anyone.
I think if they ended up making her the murderer over Sarah, that would have been
which I
really
thought
yeah,
that's what we
interesting.
were going with, which would make sense.
Yeah.
It's
Would
always
it be
the
a
quiet
little
ones.
bit of a predictable ending? Sure. But I think they were going for shock factor, oh, you didn't know. But then I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why
Yeah.
would she put so much time and effort? I don't know. I just felt because then we find out that obviously she was lying to us the whole time, and
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
And I just feel like too.
Felt a little sloppy.
Yes,
Yeah.
it felt sloppy.
Yeah.
Like if Sarah, if the author had planned on Sarah being the murderer the whole time, I feel like she didn't set it up well. There was just too many things that. That conversation between Sarah and Bob near the end, where Bob is like, just so you know, I was in Wisconsin. They've cleared me. All of this, why was that conversation in the book if they both were accomplices? Unless they were trying to trick the reader. Unless someone like an Anne would have been in the room. Those kind of scenes just bothered me because I'm now that I'm thinking about it, it's why was that there?
Yeah.
Was it an oversight, or did she just last minute be all right, let's make Sarah the killer?
And I find it so strange that Bob and Sarah fell in love. At the end, they're like, oh, by the way, they're married.
Yeah.
Bob's sister being
Well,
the
there's a
mistress.
sequel to this book.
Yes.
And it's with
And is it
them.
is this underwhelming book going to stop me from reading it? Absolutely not. I am going to read the
Oh,
Perfect
it's on
Divorce.
it's on my Libby request.
I still
Yep.
I want to know how much worse does it get? I can't stop.
It's that train wreck you can't look away from.
And especially since you know the fate of Adam, in the end, I thought Rachel and I were saying, Kate, that we really liked the ending with that.
That I did
we
like,
didn't
yes.
expect him to die.
Yeah.
And it's almost it's a pathetic. You feel bad for him in a way. It's "What? I know I didn't do it, and that's when he figures out at the end it was her.
Yeah.
I did like that, yes. And the fact, then she did end up getting her family of sorts and that sort of thing. I did like that. I just wish it was set up better with her being the killer.
Yes.
I was fine with her being the killer. It was just the lead up to it because they really had us oh, it could be one of these two. Oh, wait, no, it's her. And then,
know.
then there were
Yeah.
certain things that well, if she was and she knew it, then why did X, Y, and Z happen then?
Right.
Because then they really didn't need to happen. You
But
know
the
what I mean?
actual murder itself made no sense.
Yeah.
The stabbing 37 times.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
how does she not scream after being stabbed? I think anybody, even if you were in a deep consciousness, drugged, whatever they ended up saying, she
Yeah.
would have screamed out once.
And how does he not wake up at all?
Yes.
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said they found
Like
her with her
the bed
eyes
is going to
open.
shake during that.
Yeah.
Not that I know, but
But yeah.
But
yeah, and yeah, the
remember,
eyes
like
open.
they found her with her eyes open, but he was just like, "Oh, she's still sleeping. Must be really knocked out cold from all the hot sex we had."
I
Like,
know.
it makes no sense.
I know, yeah, that part too. Yeah, and he kisses her on the cheek. How was like she not bleeding or smelling or like?
or did she kill her after he left?
But how would that? Like, because he still
Oh, yeah,
had
'cause
to.
then he
Because
went
remember,
home.
they said he
Oh,
woke up to
yeah.
a car door shutting,
Or something.
which was Bob was the getaway
Oh.
driver.
Oh, that's right. The timing doesn't
she was-
make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just from the beginning. Like I also, I mean, this is
Would
no
have been better
fault.
if she suffocated her.
This
Yeah.
was no fault.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
That
Yeah,
probably
and
would
that
have
would've
been
That would have
better.
been more
Quiet.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know because she
Yeah.
would just be sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because how do you not
She needs to rewrite that.
And then
blood
even
from that-
another random part of it while we're on it. So the sheriff and her just had sex at some point.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Cool.
Like,
The third person was just a sheriff.
Cool.
yeah.
Like
There's just, the sheriff guy.
Yeah,
you know,
there was,
like,
she's
nothing
She's
there.
a floozy, apparently.
I thought
It's like,
that Sarah and the sheriff were gonna fall in love.
Yeah, I thought
Because
so
she
too.
was
Yeah.
just like, he keeps hitting on me. He says he's always here for me.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's just a Rico Suave. You know, like he's
Yeah.
clearly like just likes the attractive women around. It's like it has nothing to do
Yeah.
with the story
Yeah.
at all.
I know.
this
Yeah,
is
there were
Was he
so
just trying
many
to
of those.
schmooze her? 'Cause
Yeah.
I guess he did keep saying like, "Oh, this is a case closed. This is a case closed." Is it to protect his own butt? Probably, but they did not it was not executed very
No.
well.
I agree.
Another one, it says, from the start of the novel, which opens with Adam cheating on Sarah with Kelly, it's clear that Adam and Sarah's marriage is far from perfect. Why do you guys think that she chose the perfect marriage as the title of her book? Well, we kind of talked about that one
Yeah.
already, just the irony of it.
I
and
think so,
The
yeah.
cover of it. Oh, here's one that we were talking about. Why do you guys think that Adam decided to keep Sarah as her lawyer, as
So-
his lawyer?
That's where I was just asking you guys when we were during the break there.
Yeah.
I almost feel like he or she like didn't have a choice. Like I almost feel like it was very much just like, well, obviously she's going to be the lawyer. Like I feel like he.
She
I mean, I
wanted
know
to make
that.
sure that
She-
she wasn't.
yeah.
She wasn't in the spotlight at all.
Yeah, and she wanted to make sure that he trusted her and whatever. And then there's even that sequence where the mother-in-law is like going to shop around for lawyers, and then other lawyers are like, "No, she's great," you know, and whatever. But I feel like Adam never even like thought about shopping around.
You know, he wanted to put his trust, and I think she was making sure that that he also had her trust, because she needed to make sure everything was going according to plans. That way, she didn't get caught. Also,
Yeah, I just going back to the suffocating comment, I think that would have been so much better. And you feel really bad, at least I did, feel really bad for Sarah in the beginning. You know,
Yeah.
she just wanted to
Yeah.
have a family and a baby, and who is this guy? And like over time, as you get to know Sarah, you're just kind of, there's something weird. You knew there's something weird. I just thought that she was bitter, rightfully so, for her husband now putting her in this mess. And then I felt the most sympathy when, oh my goodness, I could not stand Adam's mother.
Oh,
Between
God.
like the cuppy
Yeah.
bear comments, like that stuff like made me cringe.
I know.
And then her like constantly undermining her career as a lawyer. Oh my goodness, I could not imagine having to tolerate that. And then
Yeah.
the slap, all that stuff. And at the end, like you see like how satisfied she is that she gets to watch her mother-in-law watch her cheating husband die.
I
But
know.
just that entire time, I'm like, oh gosh, this book just makes me angry for so many different reasons.
It's so funny though. Like as we talk the more about it, the more I'm like, oh, I didn't like this. I didn't like this. This wasn't well done. But while reading it, I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
I did like we're saying, I would read the sequel, and it was a fun read. It's just like as we like parse it and kind of dissect it, there were a lot of questionable.
I think that is why I gave it a 3, because I had so much fun, and that's the whole point of reading these books.
it was fine.
Yeah.
But then if we want to do a book report about it, it was like, well,
Yeah.
But like as far as entertainment, it was entertaining.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and at least for me, a 5-star read is something that everything's perfectly tied together, and there were no loose ends.
And this was far from that. Yeah.
No, too many loose ends. And if you're on Goodreads and you look up reviews, a lot of people say the same thing. Well, what about this and what about that? And the more we're talking, the more plot holes we see. And But overall, I think it was really interesting. I thought it was really funny how when he ran away and the truck drivers chased
yeah.
after him. Like those are like the little details, and I'm like, what is, you know,
Can we
he's
touch on
trying-
too, just as journalists, I hate in all of these books, and literally, like, all of these thrillers, I want to, like, email some of these authors. Like, why do they always make the reporters so cliche?
Agreed.
Like, in this case, yes, she wasn't a reporter, but they're always like this. They're always, like, so, like, nobody would get paid off. We don't accept
Yeah.
money. Like, that would never happen.
Yes.
You're not going to, like, hook up with anybody that you're working a story on. Like,
Yeah.
I just hate that this
It's
always
so
happens.
unrealistic.
Or they do it too far where they're like where they like dig through the garbage to find something, and like again, that would not happen. Like, it makes me so mad how reporters are constantly portrayed in these
and even on the
books.
surface level, the writing is terrible. Like when people are live, they say the most cliche stuff.
Yes.
Authorities say the suspect fled on foot. I'm like, no one says that.
I know. It makes me so mad.
angry.
Try having a meteorologist portrayed and the cold front is like backwards and not where it's supposed to be. I'm like, oh my
Yeah, it
God.
makes.
know.
Yeah,
Like, why don't they reach out
It's
to someone
like,
and get
no
like?
wonder, and
They don't care.
This is no disrespect
care.
to any of you guys, but there's a lot of ignorance out there, and the TV like portrayal of meteorologists, reporters, anchors, they make us look dumb,
Always,
and
always.
wrong and corrupt, and that's not what we stand for. Which is why
No.
we have to work twice as hard to be able to
know.
show that that's not what we do, and it's just so dumb.
And I'm sure it's not as tough. Like, I bet it's so hard for doctors to watch like all the doctor shows and like
Yeah.
how silly it is.
so true.
Or like lawyers and Law and Order, how
Yeah.
like silly that is. But this is like the closest for us, I think, in these books when they do this with the reporter. I'm like, oh my god!
I would have so much respect for an author if they actually discussed with a news station.
Right.
Like, you say, this is what I plan on putting in my book, or reaching out to a meteorologist. I'm sure people would be more than willing to be like, oh, that's such a cool opportunity. I'd love
Yeah.
to check for you.
Yeah.
And obviously every shop is different. You know, every station
Yeah.
decides to write a certain way. But I could tell you, most places aren't supposed to write like authorities and
No.
I'm live on the scene where, oh, there's the dead body right
Oh
there.
yeah,
Like-
yeah. And they're like, if it bleeds, it leads. Like, no, we don't do that.
But like we don't like the dead body out in front.
We don't do
oh
any of that.
goodness, it's
I
just. Anywho, I completely agree.
off on a
with you,
tangent, but-
Rachel.
That reporter bugged me.
Well, I think it's a good time to preview what we're gonna do next. I don't have a picture, but I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
We wanted to do another. Have we done an Emily Henry book yet?
I don't think
I know
so.
I read a lot of her
I
this
don't
year
think
because
so.
she's so
I feel like
fun.
the three of us all talk about
Yes.
it, but I don't think we've done it on chapter
Collectively,
9.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with me going on my honeymoon soon, I wanted to write or read a really lighthearted book. And I know Kate and Rachel really like Emily Henry too. So we're gonna do A Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. It seems so fun, and it'd be nice to read something that's a little bit more lighthearted. And she always seems to write really fun stories. I think we've been talking about People We Meet on Vacation. We were just talking about that. They plan on making either a show or a movie about it, which I'm excited to see. Really nice to be able to get those lighthearted stories. Even just A Perfect Beach Read, which is also a title of a book too.
And also, I think from what I've read about this one too, is that it's a little bit different than her normal rom-coms. So if you like the rom-coms, you'll still get some of that. But if you don't, you might want to also give this a shot. It's a little different from her normal repertoire.
For sure.
Which I liked.
Yeah. Let me see if I have the image here. Let's see if it's the right one. Bear with me. Perfect. Okay. And just one more shout out to the Hockey Romance Night that's happening on Saturday, November 15th. There's going to be best-selling authors there. There we go. Ink and paper.
Ink and paper.
So sorry. I forgot about that. I'm sure it is going to be an awesome weekend. All three of us wish we could be there, but we have plans. But we're hoping that they have many, 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 many more of those, or at least something similar, because it would be an awesome opportunity to get to a crunch game and do some fun stuff while you're there, in addition to watching the game.
And when we come back, Chrissy's going to be a Mrs.
Woo!
Yay.
Join the club. All right. See you next time.